Rahul Varma, because I want to look at the politics of this. You're hearing the Prime Minister go across the country on this whistle-stop tour, speaking of his dream of a Viksit Bharat. Of course, he attacks the opposition on Parivarvad and other issues, but the core of his appeal is, I am going to give you a dream of a stronger, stable Bharat. On the other hand, Rahul Gandhi on his Nyaya Yatra is going along, raising issues like paper leaks, saying that people are unemployed, saying that OBCs and Dalits and Adivasis are losing out. So you have two clear narratives emerging. How do you see this playing out politically?
Thank you, Rajdeep. Let me make 2 points. The first one, this two narrative was also present in the Mood of the Nation survey, which India Today showed a month ago. What we saw in that survey, that there is a disjunction between what voters think on questions related to economy and how they are behaving politically. Price rise, unemployment, there was high concern. There was support for nationwide caste census. So all of these things are there, and a large number of people agree with these issues. But on the political side, they seem to be thinking that Modi government is doing well. PM Modi remains popular, and people are much more likely to vote for BJP in comparison to past. So what this suggests that perhaps voters do not have enough trust on opposition to be able to deliver on some of those issues which concerns them. And this is where I think the opposition has to perhaps work harder. And what Prime Minister Modi has been doing for last 10 years, he continues to spin a very, very positive political campaign while keeping some of the attacks alive. Where opposition, to my mind, is missing, that along with the attack, they don't have a positive plan. They don't have a blueprint to show that in these states we came to power and we have transformed the state in 5 years or 10 years. So I think that remains a problem area for the opposition. The second point, and this is very important, we now need to have a serious and honest conversation about unemployment. No party or no government will be able to generate jobs as they are promising. The way the world is moving, most economies are seeing a jobless growth. And this is going to be a serious issue. So unless we tamper down people's expectation that there are lesser and lesser jobs, and we'll have to find other ways to create so that people can earn livelihood, we can keep selling this snake oil. This is not going to work.
Okay.
And related point, think of it. There is no economy on this planet which has been able to grow without moving a large number of people from agriculture to manufacturing and then to services area. And if we are not going, like if we continue to do politics on agriculture and farmers issue, we will have a serious problem in our hand in future.
Okay, I've heard you patiently. I want to put out a graphic and then I want to get Supriya and Syed Zafar Islam back into this. Viksit Bharat, is it real or hyped? Or are we in a Berozgar Bharat? Now, the optimist view is extreme poverty is down from 12.2% in 2011-12 to 2% in 2022-23. I'm quoting a survey of Surjit Bhalla and Karan Bhasin economists. The skeptic view is children who have not eaten anything from a 24-hour period is 19.3%, according to an NFHA survey in 2019-21, among the worst in the world. Optimist view, unemployment rate down to 3.1% in 2023 as per the periodic labor force survey. The skeptic view is 42.3% unemployed among graduates under 25 years, according to the State of Working India 2023 survey by the Azim Premji University. Optimist view, Q3 growth, just the numbers that came in last week, 8.4%. The skeptic view, the gap between GDP or the GVA, gross value asset, in Q3 is 190 basis points, which is at a 10-year high. Private consumption in particular has not increased. Now, Supriya Shine, we can all cherry pick numbers, but you heard Rahul Varma make an important point. Rahul Gandhi is going around the country saying paper leaks are a problem, joblessness is a problem. But look at your own government. Some of the most, the clear-cut cases of paper leaks took place in Congress-ruled Rajasthan. The worst job figures, unemployment figures were in your Congress-ruled Rajasthan. So you've got to provide an agenda. How are you going to change it? It's one thing to attack the Modi government. What does Rahul Gandhi and the Congress have to offer to end the Berozgar Bharat into a Rozgar Bharat?
Before I answer the direct question that you have placed, I must appreciate the point that Rahul Varma made in passing. He obviously made the point about jobs shifting out of agriculture to other vocations. Under the Modi government, job creation, people who have gone back to agriculture, has actually gone up. Job creation, not just in manufacturing, but even in services, which is our stay-hold. 70% of our jobs is in services.
Ma'am, can you tell me what your agenda is? I want to know your agenda. Forget about Prime Minister Modi. Tell me what you're offering.
Don't be so impatient, Rajdeep.
Please.
You interrupted me. Rajdeep, you interrupted me in my first question. You are interrupting me again. Have some patience. You've called me on the show.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
obviously here to talk about my agenda.
Sure.
Why would I waste my time talking about Mr. Modi's La-La land and the schizophrenic view that the BJP has? It's quite simple. I think the 5 pillars that the Congress is talking about is our agenda. And while you can keep lambasting our government, the reality is that the kind of welfare schemes that we are putting or we have put in place in Rajasthan, or while we were in power in Chhattisgarh, or now in Karnataka, Himachal and even Telangana, are the schemes that Mr. Modi himself is copying. That's the reality. Mr. Modi was forced to give subsidized cylinders to people in Rajasthan, a scheme that we started. He's in government in 17 states. He should be ideally
How are you going to provide jobs and plant paper leaves
all across the country? But that's not the point. That is not the point. The point that I'm trying to make is, when you want to create jobs, you want to ensure that agriculture remains remunerative for people who are involved in it. And which is why MSP being a legal guarantee is something we stand for. Tomorrow morning, and let me tell you, tomorrow is going to be a mega day, because tomorrow we are announcing absolutely path-breaking announcement as far as job creation is concerned. It's quite simple. It's not rocket science, Rajdeep. You will hear it.
No, tell us what it is.
When you've got
Tell us what it is.
Government jobs vacant across the country. Why will I tell you what it is?
Come on. Supriya Shridev, I'm giving you a platform to announce. You see, the Congress keeps saying, ma'am, the Congress keeps saying that television does not air your point. I am asking you, give us your central theme. Give us what is the central theme that you're giving for jobs. Please tell us. You don't have to give the details.
You've been a journalist, Rajdeep.
Ma'am, you give us the details, na? You give us the central theme.
You have been a journalist for over 30 years, Rajdeep.
35.
You actually expect me to preempt an announcement that my leaders are supposed to make tomorrow. I mean, what sort of maturity of a debate is this? There is something that is going to be announced tomorrow. We must wait and watch, because that is going to set India on the course of employment. I will only tell you the priority areas. The priority areas are the 30 lakh government jobs that lie vacant. The priority areas are paper leak. It's very rich of you to name Rajasthan, but the 50 lakh people who appeared for the police constable exam in UP just last month, the paper leak happened, the paper has been cancelled, and now they will wait for another 7 years perhaps for the exams to happen like they did this time. There is no law in place, and that's what we are really talking about. We are talking about making it remunerative to do agriculture. We are talking about giving a push to services. You will see very, very specific announcements. But I'm quite embarrassed that
you've said enough.
Speak ahead of both Rahul Gandhi and my and the
Okay,
president.
you don't want to
But
preempt.
I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing
Very
Rajdeep,
quickly, ma'am.
And that no.
Rajdeep,
I will not
be
preempt.
fair to
It's
me
not about
also.
wanting to. I will not preempt. No, please wait. Please wait. I'm talking.
Ma'am, make your point
I hopefully
quickly.
interrupt you as much as he interrupted me. From UP TET to ROARO to UPSSC to the NEET undergraduate to the UP board exams, there are plethora of exams that have leaked. Does the Modi government realize what a paper leak does to individuals? You are talking about the glass half empty. I was in the yatra for multiple days, and I will go back and join that yatra. The palpable anger and the palpable mistrust that the youth of this country have against the Modi government is going to sweep the floor.
Okay, you made your point, ma'am. I've listened to you patiently. The fact is, paper leaks, there have been 40 paper leaks across 15 states in the last 5 years. And these are figures up to February of last year. It happened in Congress-ruled Rajasthan as well. Paper leaks is a serious crisis that every government has to battle.
Rajasthan made a rule against paper leaks.
No, that's okay. The BJP has also now made a national law on paper leaks. The BJP has also made a national law. You all have to offer me solutions, ma'am. You all have to offer me solutions. I ask you, Zafar Islam, just as I asked her, do you believe that the Prime Minister, when he speaks of a Viksit Bharat, should also be telling us what is his plan to provide employment over the next 10 years? As Rahul Varma says on the show, it's a far more serious problem than just to reduce it to a slogan. You have to give us what is in the next 10 years, how will the Prime Minister ensure that more and more Indians get employment and gainful employment?
Rajdeep, there are two things. I will make few points. Allow me to make those points first. First of all, we are only in last 10 years. People who are claiming that we will give n number of jobs, and people below the 30, our country has 65% or 55% population below the age of 35. I think they were 25 when we were not in the government. Did they provide any job to them? None. So they are just claiming, even 2000, somebody was talking about that the unemployment rate in 2011 was 2%, less than 1% what the current number is. I think the
Sir, tell me what you're going to do. Sir, forget about Congress. You are in power. Mr. Zafar Islam, you are in power. The Prime Minister says Viksit Bharat. Give me specifics.
You have given enough time for her
I will
to
give
speak.
you also.
Let me revert, and then I will come to those points. Somebody was claiming that the unemployment rate in 2011 was 2%. I think they must go and refer those numbers. I think it was beyond much more than that. It was around 8.17%. Third thing, which is very important, they have only made this kind of statement to sensationalize those kind of a statement and announcement. Nothing has impacted because they have lost the confidence and the trust of the people. Because last year, last time you remember, just before the general election, 2019, they came with some scheme. Finally, they had to withdraw because there was no receptiveness as far as people of India is concerned. While let me now respond to your question. As far as Bharatiya Janata Party and India government is concerned, under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister, last 1.5 years, he is spending time that in Modi 3.0, what announcement do we made to make India a Viksit Bharat, where job creation for both blue collar, white collar jobs will be created, enough number of jobs. It cannot, as somebody said, that government cannot provide.
Sir, you've not even filled the existing government jobs.
Ma'am,
Supriya ji, he did not intervene with you.
We are sick of the
No,
jumlas.
ma'am, he did not intervene with you. Please.
People are sick of your party. People are sick of you. People are sick of you.
Give me your two big ideas. Give me two big ideas, sir. Supriya Srinet's voice down. Two big ideas for more jobs. Give me two big ideas, sir. Two big ideas.
Why people don't like Congress spokesperson? Because they interrupt unnecessarily. I heard patiently. Whatever she had to speak, I heard patiently.
Sir, I'm asking you two big ideas.
So she should learn that basic
decency. Sir, let's not get into personal. We are wasting time.
No, I'm not personal. Did I interrupt?
Sir, I have already pulled her up. I'm asking you. Two big ideas.
I'm telling you, a developed nation should prioritize and will have all the basic amenities plus all the ease of living. What is required for a common man will have. We have been focusing this in last 10 years. This is evident from the fact that we have provided shelter, we have provided electricity, we have provided gas connection, we have provided many things, and we will continue to provide.
Sir, you are also providing 80 crore Indians free ration. Clearly, therefore, for all the talk of Viksit Bharat, no country which claims to be Vixit will be providing 80 crore people free ration. Clearly, there is a problem at the bottom of the pyramid. Why not accept that?
I think, Rajdeep, you should understand that all the developed nations provide too many things to their citizens. If the poorer or marginalized section of the society, or even the middle class of the society, if they are getting something from the government, what is wrong with it? They have the right to get all the.
They have the right, but clearly people are hurting.
Is not meant for.
Sir, my point is, just as the Congress seems to believe everything is terrible, you seem to believe everything is milk and honey. The truth of the matter is there are people who are hurting. There are small, medium enterprises who have suffered. Why not accept that?
But Rajdeep, if the situation is not congenial enough for Bharatiya Janata Party, we wouldn't have claimed that we will get 400 seats for NDA.
Sir, forget politics, sir. Sir, forget whether people vote for you.
It is not politics. You ask the common man on the street, you will get the response. They are happy.
Okay, you're saying the common man is happy. Okay, that's a point.
The government is the
that's a-
government has the governance model. Let's just say that. The government has the governance model to ensure that there is a effectiveness and
Sir.
fairness in everything what they do, and that is why everybody has been benefited, and there's a big list of beneficiaries. Even this
Okay, you
Viksit
made your
Bharat
point,
program.
sir.